Hello, welcome back to more Let's Play Katamari Damacy REROLL. Hope y'all are having a great day out there in the Howling Madness. In this episode, we're gonna play this level that I was going to play, but then decided that it was going to take so long that we just I'd do it next time. Well, I don't remember this area at all. Alright, well, there are objects down here, I suppose. Oh, but, yeah, just gonna go around, pick up stuff, you know. There was a substance called DXM that I used for about six and a half years, I think. And it takes about an hour to kick in. And there was a period of time, I forget how long it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like super duper long. But there was a point where I always made a point to where I would take it and then I would play this. During the hour while I wait for it to kick in. Because it's just like an easy game, sorta. Wait, actually it wasn't this, it was it was We Love Katamari, but you know, it's a Katamari game. So once things started to get kind of weird, I knew it was time to stop playing, you know. What did that say? Is that the Japanese word for acorn? Is that what they named the acorn Goombas after in Mario or whatever? But oh yeah, dude, in the last one I started talking, but then I forgot what I was talking about, and then I just now remembered. I'm recording this right after the last one, but yeah, I was talking about Tropico 5, and I don't remember what I said about it. Probably nothing. I just said I was gonna play it. During this week that I have off or whatever. But yeah, it's a really fun game. You get to run the island. You're the president of an island, and you get to run the island however you want. And yeah, I would say like it's almost like an educational game. Like it's the kind of game you could like put in a school to like teach someone about like how the world works and how governing works. And it's not super duper overly complex. But it's complex enough to like give you a rough understanding of how like all your decisions are gonna piss somebody off, and there's nothing you can do to like please everybody, you know. I don't know. It gives you a good like crash course in like politics, you know. Like you're trying to like keep everybody happy and like build up your island or whatever. But then it's like you're always trying to like balance building to like advance your island and like expand and build up more industry and stuff. And then you have to find a balance between doing that and also keeping the people happy. And then there's different factions of people, and some people like different things more than others, you know. Like you could change your immigration policy, and then certain factions, as soon as you change it to one way or the other, one faction will hate you or whatever, or you'll lose favor with one faction, but then another faction you'll gain favor in. So it's like a balancing act where you're trying to throw enough bones to like everybody to sort of keep everybody like sort of happy, you know. Okay, when we get 45, we can go to there. So maybe I want to stay kind of in this area. But I played Tropico 4 quite a bit, but I hadn't played Tropico 5 that much. So that was the one I had bought or whatever. I did own it on 360, but I didn't play the crap out of it like I did Tropico 4. But I was kind of having a hard time because like rebels kept attacking. They like kept attacking and like blowing stuff up, and like you can look at a person or whatever. And I looked at the rebel leader or whatever, and he was like mad that he was like homeless. There wasn't like a house for him, but you had to spend money to build housing or whatever for your people to live in. So it turned into this goofy situation where it's like he was unhappy because he didn't have a home to live in. So he became like the rebel leader or whatever. And so, oh geez, I don't remember this. Gotta dodge the monster trucks. You could probably go underneath. But I also don't want to risk bouncing off of something. bouncing off the grill and losing a bunch of stuff. But they kept attacking my my mine. Like I was just getting like off the ground, where it's like you don't have that much industry, you don't have that much money, and people just need to just suck it up and be like, you know what, this is like a new nation, so you gotta like put up with a little bit of hardship so I can get the ball rolling on getting this place built up, you know. So I had a mine, which was like at the time like my main source of income. So then I was like, so I was like trying to save money to buy housing. But then dude was like mad that he didn't have a house, and then he would blow up. Or like then like a rebel army or whatever would blow up the mine. And then, so I'm like, okay, well, it's like, well, now I have to spend money to rebuild the mine. So I can get more money coming in. And then like every time I would rebuild the mine, they would just attack again. And it's like, dude, if you would have just shut the hell up and just dealt with it for a little while, like I could have had houses built for you, you know. So it turns into this weird impasse where I can't build any houses because I have to keep rebuilding all the buildings that they keep blowing up. So I'm spending my money on that instead of things for the people, and then the people get mad, and then more and more people become rebels because they're not happy because their other needs aren't being met. So, like, it's just, like, freaking, like, I'm just like, dude. So, yeah. So then it kind of gets to the point where it's, like, you know, like, you look at, like, the faction or the rebel leader or whatever, and it's like, you know, I could just spend $2,000 and just assassinate that guy and get him out of the way. But then it's like, well, if you do that, then other people, there'll be more uprisings later. Because then he becomes like a martyr, then other people, it's gonna like embolden the other people. They're gonna dig their heels in and be even more mad at me, you know? It's like, well, I'm freaking trying, but I need like money. I need y'all to shut the hell up and work so I can make money. It's like I'm trying to like give you like entertainment and like provide healthcare for y'all and stuff. But when you keep blowing up the freaking buildings and causing property damage, like I can't freaking do anything. Alright. So, I mean, like, by the time you get built up quite a bit, it's like losing one mine is, like, not that big a deal, but it's like, when that's, like, your one cash cow building or whatever, like, you need that mine to be, like, standing. And I even put a guard tower next to it, and it, like, shoots at the rebels or whatever. But then the rebel, like, there got to the point where there's, like, freaking too many of them. Like, the guard tower would get blown up, too. So then I had to spend more money on the freaking guard tower as well. And then, after this went on for way too long, I finally found out that I've been getting little like notifications in like the upper left corner of the screen, but they were only up there for like a split second or whatever. And it was saying that because I was like just getting off the ground, I was like my money was like minus, and every I don't know, like once a minute or once every I don't know month or so, you know, in game time or whatever. It would say civil unrest increased due to like negative funds in the treasury or whatever. So as it turns out, the reason why all these rebels were I had all these freaking rebels because of all the civil unrest caused by the treasury being negative. And it's like, well, why does the public doesn't need to know how much money I don't have. And plus, oh, well, I mean, like I was staying within bounds or whatever. Like you get to the point where it's like, okay, you need to go minus so you can build this thing that will make you money. It's like, well, you need money to make money. And if you can't afford a building that's going to make you money, you have to go negative, you know? So I thought that, I didn't realize that going negative would have such an impact. I think probably on Tropico 4, it probably didn't. It either didn't have an impact or it had like less of an impact where I never noticed it. Because, I mean, I played Tropico 4 for like, I don't know, probably at least 100 hours. But once you get past the beginning of the game, then you typically... I mean, it's always, I guess, bad to go negative on the money, but... But when you start off with hardly any money and nothing to make you money, so you pretty much don't have... I mean, it's really hard to, like, not go negative on your money just starting out. You can go up to negative $10,000 and be fine. So I didn't think it was an issue. I didn't realize that there actually was a consequence to it. Oh, so yeah, so I had to, they call it, oh, what do they call it? They call it sovereign debt. You can, like, borrow money or whatever. So I had to take out a freaking loan just to put my money at positive. So the freaking people would stop rebelling all the time, so I could actually, like, build buildings that won't get burned to the ground. Alright. But yeah, like, the rebels got it, like, I got attacked so many times that, like, all my defense soldiers or whatever, like, your soldiers, like, count as your population. I even put up, like, a barracks that gives you, like, soldiers or whatever. But then if you lose a bunch of your people, your soldier people or whatever, to hold back the, oh jeez, I'm stuck. To hold back the rebel people or whatever, then, 2 months later, if they just attack again, like, you maybe haven't replenished those people. So you can actually get to the point where you're actually losing population because all your soldiers are dying, And then, like, your population is like your workforce. So eventually, like, you run into gaps where it's like you don't have enough. You can have it where you need, like, a high school education to be a soldier, or you can just have conscription where it's just uneducated people, but they're not very good at fighting, So the problem with doing that is that then you lose a bunch of your uneducated people, like, quickly, if that's the job that they choose to do or whatever. And you need uneducated people to do a lot of the jobs, to be like the farmers and the miners and stuff. That actually was an interesting thing about it, is actually managing the workforce. Basically, the certain kinds of jobs. Oh man, I'm almost at 5 meters. It'll let me go to the next area. See, do you see that? I grabbed those rocks. Do you see how fast the grabbing the rocks made the size increase? All right. Oh jeez. I gotta go a little above. Maybe there were bushes, not, or shrubs, not boulders. Okay, I'm 20 centimeters above. Can I please go now? Oh, I can pick up the fence. It's nice. Well, I bet you these things are big. Make you big, too. These sections of pipe or whatever. Oh, I can't grab those yet. All right. Maybe I can grab the cars now. I can. All right, cool. Ooh, look at that up there. Do you see that? Daddy wants. I don't know if I can make it up here. I might lose a bunch of stuff. Okay. Let's see. I might lose a bunch of stuff in the process. All right, maybe it wasn't super duper worth it, but whatever. But managing your workforce is actually important. Like, you need some uneducated people, you need some high school people, and you need some college people. Depending on what the job is, you either need, some jobs require high school, some jobs require college, some jobs require, don't have any requirements or whatever. So that's where your illiterate people will work. So the problem is that if you run into a situation where if you have, like, a TV station, you need college people to do the TV station, but then if you don't have any college people, then, like, you're screwed. So then you, like, build a college, and then people go to college, but then it's like, well, once everybody goes to college, now nobody wants to work in the mine anymore. Everybody wants a college-level job that pays a lot. So you actually have to, like, manage your workforce. You can have a certain number of slots. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Imagine if I go in there and grab all those buildings. Oh, here's the monster trucks from earlier. Ooh, I can grab these trees. Ooh, what about these trees? Hey, nice. Each tree gives me 9 centimeters or whatever. Or 8.8 or something like that. Ooh, can I grab the elephant? I can grab the elephant. What does that one say? What is those cones? Oh, that's just the 5-meter one. I think that's another 5-meter entrance. Ooh, I bet if I come back to that bear, I'll be able to pick up that bear at some point. I'm starting to be able to pick up buildings. Probably just the small ones for now. I can probably grab these trees. All right, let's grab these other trees. So basically, you can control how many college professors and high school teachers you have, because each teacher or professor can only teach so many students or whatever. So basically, you don't ever want to have too many. You don't want to have too many educated people, because then you won't have anybody to do the grunt work. Oh man, 16 meters. The goal was only. Oh, the goal was 12. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that it says it on the screen. I still can't pick up Mr. Big Bear. All right. Well, if we go around maybe 1 or 2 more times, you should be able to. Oh man, look at all these hearts and stuff. Yeah, overall, it's a really fun game. Another thing that's cool about it is when you make a decision, it takes time to see like the impact of those decisions. You don't see like instantaneous results. So if you make a bad decision, you won't see the result of that until several months down the line. So you actually always have to be looking ahead. There's no like quick fixes that'll instantly fix something, you know. So if you need to fix something, you need to like see the problem far enough in advance to where you can fix it before it becomes like before you cripple yourself in some way. Like if you're losing money, you need to notice that you're bleeding cash and do something before you're actually. By the time you wait till you're out of money, then you're basically screwed. Because then you don't have any money to put something down that'll make you money. Oh man, I lost a house? Let's grab that guy again. Oh, come on. Oh, I did it. I grabbed the big thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Man. Okay, I think we're about good. I cleared out. I grabbed, like... Is there anything left? Oh, wait, these windmills. Oh, I can grab the windmills. Alright, I'm pretty sure I grabbed the biggest thing on the map. I'm guessing those windmills were probably it. Hopefully there's nothing inside the tunnel. I can't even fit in the tunnel anymore. Oh, can I grab the helicopter out of the air? Did I get him? I think I got it. Huh. I guess if you get big enough, these, like, angel dudes appear. I'm pretty sure I can't grab the angel guys. I think in the other games, you can grab the angels out of midair. I think these are just supposed to represent that, like, you just got, like, you did, like, super well at the level. Like, you just got super huge, I guess. And there's, like, nothing else to grab. There's nothing else of any significant size or whatever to pick up. Oh, and Tropico 6, I've actually never played. That's on sale for 50% off for the Steam sale or whatever. You know what? I think I'm gonna pick that game up. $30 is kind of a lot. For me, I'm usually like a cheap bastard with buying games or whatever. But I am a big enough fan of the series that that I'm okay with spending. You know, it's been out for over a year and it's still $60. So you can tell how quickly a game drops in price. You can tell how popular it is. So, oh, excuse me. So I'm guessing it's a pretty good game. But I'm a big enough fan of the series that I'm like, all right, I'll buy it for half price. Jeez. Well, how big did you think they would be? Yes, I'm sure your father would be pleased to see you explode into bits. Okay, so next time we're gonna do one of these other ones. The Earth or whatever is actually starting to get filled up, so I'm not sure how many more levels there are, but we'll do some more next time. So as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, bye.